All right, friends, welcome back to JavaScript. And enough with the syntax. I think we have a lot of syntax issues covered. And if there's anything that I left behind, I'll be very happy to talk about this again and to point out certain syntax features. But for now, I would like to get started on JavaScript statements. Okay, so the first thing that you need to do is just have a file here, just like I have, and save it as statements.html or .doc or .txt. And let's get started with the doc type. Type exactly what I'm typing so that you know where you went wrong if you do go wrong. Okay, doc type HTML, and then say HTML, and then I need your body tag. Okay, all of this is I have my caps on. Let me just turn the caps on off. Okay, it doesn't matter, but you need to have uniform conventions and coding. In HTML, JavaScript statements are commands to the browser. Okay, so that's what we're trying to teach here. We're trying to say that the JavaScript statements are commands to the browser. Okay, and if you go back to the next line, just want to make sure that there are no caps here. Open up the paragraph tag again and write ID. We've done this many times. Oops. Okay, ID is equal to demo, word commas closed, close the bracket and close the paragraph tag, and close the paragraph tag. Yes. All right, and then let's write the script. This is where the JavaScript is located. Remember, JavaScript is located inside your HTML code. So document dot get element by ID, get this one, demo. Okay, dot inner HTML is equal to hello Dolly. Okay, and semicolon, and then I need you to write, close the script tag, and also close the body tag, and finally I need you to close the HTML tag. Okay, let me just quickly change any kind of caps that I have into regular caps. All right, looks okay to me, so I'm going to go ahead and save it as statements. Okay, and also save it as statements.html type of file, all files, statements.html. Save. All right, so now I'm going to try to run this file, statements. Double click. In HTML, JavaScript statements are commands to the browser. Hello Dolly. Okay, that's all we're trying to demonstrate here, that JavaScript statements are like commands. All right, so let's take a look at another program that I want to write, and in which I want to show you that a complete JavaScript program is composed of many such statements. All right, so let's get started. Doc type HTML, open up the HTML tag, open up the body tag, open up the paragraph tag, and say JavaScript code, or just JavaScript is a list of JavaScript statements, period. Close the paragraph tag. Okay, next is open up the paragraph tag again and say id is equal to demo. Close the paragraph tag and then close the paragraph tag with the backslash. Right, and let's open up the script tag and then say var, a variable. Var stands for variable. Var x is equal to 5 semicolon. Remember, statement ends in a semicolon. Var y is equal to 6 semicolon. Then you're supposed to say var z is equal to x plus y. Okay, there's this computation going on which we're going to try to manage with these statements x plus y, which means you're essentially trying to add two numbers, semicolon, and then say document dot get element by id demo dot inner html is equal to z. Okay, and then we go ahead and close the body tag. Oh, sorry, we close the script tag first. We close the body tag and we close the HTML tag. Okay, all right, so just make sure that we did it right, and we're going to save it as programs. Okay, and also save it as programs.html. Okay, save. So let's go back to the file and run the file. Programs JavaScript code, or just JavaScript, is a list of statements, and we just executed those statements and the result was 11. Okay, another thing that I want to show you is if you look at the code, any kind of white spaces that you add, enter, or spaces that you add here, they don't really matter in JavaScript. And it is also a good idea to place operators like these in, it's a good idea to place them in brackets, and all kind of operators should be in their own brackets. For example, if you want to do x plus y, try to put that in bracket and then add another plus y, okay, or multiplied by y, or anything. Just add a bracket, that's much better. Space doesn't matter, and always have semicolon at the end of each statement, which denotes that this is the statement and it has to be treated like that. All right, another thing that I want to show you is how to add a line break. Like I was trying to tell you that if you, no matter how much space you add here, you're not able to show that in the browser. So how can we do that? Okay, let's see that. Let me try to, okay, let's delete this code and write something for line breaks. Okay, all right, type this program. In fact, let's try to save this as line breaks. Okay, and open up this bracket and write doc type HTML, and open up the HTML tag, open up the body tag, and oops, I made a mistake here, And now I want you to open up the h1 tag and say my web page. Okay, close the h1 tag. Okay, and open up the paragraph tag and say the best place to break a code line is after an operator or a comma. Okay, and close the paragraph tag, please. Open up the script tag and in the script tag type document.get element by id demo dot inner html is equal to hello dolly period, inverted commas closed, semicolon, and end script tag and body tag and end html tag. Perfect. Okay, I cleared up the code a little bit by adding some spaces here and there. I'm going to save the file as html file. Okay, and then we're going to try to run the program .html and save. And let me open the file. Line breaks. There you go. My web page and h1, and the best place to break a code line is right after an operator or a comma. Hello Dolly. Okay, so we had a line space here in the middle. Okay, because we placed a code line is after an operator or a comma. Okay, so the other thing that I want to show you is, okay, I'm going to try to show you the code blocks here. Okay, let's open up another file and doc type html. Open up the html tag and open up the body tag, and then open up the h1 tag again and write my web page. Okay, open up the paragraph tag and say paragraph id is equal to my par. Excellent. And then say I am a paragraph. Let me explain why we are doing this. Just hang in there. Okay, just write down the code the way I'm typing, and then say division div id is equal to my div. Okay, try to follow the code. I am a div and close the div tag. Open up the paragraph tag and say, open up the button tag, button type is equal to button. Okay, on click, that's the property of the button. My function and then say try it. Okay, and close the button tag and close the paragraph tag. Now open up the script tag here and type function, my function. Okay, you're initializing an object here. Object initialization, function, my function, document dot get element by ID, my power. Okay, get that element by this name, my power, dot inner HTML is equal to hello dolly, period, semicolon. Okay, and then write document dot get element by ID. Now this time get my div, my division dot inner HTML is equal to how are you, keyword commas closed, semicolon closed, and end of curly bracket, and close the JavaScript and write paragraph. When you click on try it, the two elements will change. Okay, let's see. I'll show you what it looks like and then I will explain what you just did. Close the body tag, close the HTML tag. Okay, let me go through this real quick. I need you to save this file as code blocks. We're talking about code blocks right now, and let me explain, my dear students, what I'm trying to say here is the curly brackets here define code blocks, okay, and they try to tell the browser which set of code needs to be executed. So JavaScript statements are executed in code blocks. Okay, and let's try to save this file as .html as well. Save, and let me run this file. Okay, I'm a paragraph, I'm a div. When you click on try it, the two elements will change. Hello Dolly, how are you? Okay, run this again. So I'm a paragraph is hello Dolly, I'm a div is how are you? Try it. Okay, so which means that what you essentially did was you declared outside the JavaScript, you declared these two IDs, my power and my div. Okay, and then you also associated my function button. Okay, and in the my function button you said document.get element by ID, my power is hello Dolly and my div is how are you. Hence when you run it, this is what happens. Okay, so you're executing JavaScript statements in code blocks within the curly brackets. Okay, now I know that initializing my function is something new for you, but we are not talking about that right now. We're talking about the curly brackets and the code within these curly brackets and how JavaScript attempts to execute this code. Okay, let's reserve the more the other topics for the later lessons. Up for now, I think I'm done here, and up next I'm going to talk about more of these code blocks and line statements. Just stay tuned.